It's purely a bus tour. I don't even recall our guide introducing himself nor the bus driver Lowell. They picked us up from our hotel and we were dropped off at Aeon Mall as per our request. The tour started and finished on time. S21 is within the city but the Killing Fields is a bit far. The road near to the Killing Fields isn't paved 100% but overall the ride was still comfortable. Booked on Klook with a peace of mind, knowing exactly what to expect, as the level of details given in Klook is one of the best. This is just for transport, a guide who gave some info on what to expect, what to do at each of the two places. They handed out iced bottle of water, and played a video on board. This was a very humbling experience. As someone who didn't learn much about Cambodia in school, this was a very sad history lesson. They played an informative video on the bus and let us wander the exhibit without feeling rushed. Worth it to pay extra for the audio guide. A very unforgettable moment. Tourists need to try this heartfelt experience. The guide is good in the film showing inside the bus, but the bus needs to be repaired since the AC is not cold and dripping. But the overall experience is very good. The bus was clean but a basic public bus. The guide very nice but he didn't really guide. They played an audio on the bus. The S21 prison and killing fields are excellent and important to see to learn about real genocides as opposed to fake claims of genocide today. What happened here was truly horrendous. The audio guides were great and at the prison we met 2 survivors and bought their books. This trip is a must for anyone visiting Cambodia and if you hadn't planned on visiting you should do just to see this. This was an excellent way to see these emotionally intense sites. The pickup and drop-off were seamless even in the pouring rain. The DVD info was the right amount of introduction to each site. The time given for us to explore was just right. We used the audio tours for each site. We were very pleased with this choice as it is not our normal go-to. The driver was a safe driver. The tour manager was exceptional. While it is just a transfer from hotel to point A to point B then back to the hotel, it's the perfect way to get around. All you need to do is hire a guide from the museum for $5. Our guide was someone who survived the genocide. And for the killing field, everyone uses an audio guide since the entire place is divided into stations and you will need the audio guide anyways to understand the significance/context of each station. The bus provides free water and they give you enough time at each place. Highly recommend especially for the killing field which is a bit out of the city center. A truly educational and impressive tour to understand the history of Khmer Rouge, how it gained popularity and came to power, and we were so glad to pay a visit to the museums to commemorate the civilians who lost their lives in the genocide. A pickup and drop-off service to the S21 Genocide Museum and the nearest killing field of Pol Pot's gruesome regime. This is an important historical places, although very gloomy, for Cambodians. We should always learn from history, and these places are a must-visit if you would want to learn from it. Entrance fees and audio guides are not yet included in the payment for the tour. Very good, although actually it's not a tour but only transportation to both Killing Field and S21. But one important thing is you can go by group and easily share the cost of tour guide in S21. Although in Killing Field you can only use radio guide. Please be advised that this is a round-trip transfer and not a tour. You need to pay for tickets when you arrive in S21 in the killing fields. It was very a convenient and comfortable ride. You must visit these places when in Phnom Penh, very informative and full of history. Take an audio guide in killing fields. The bus company will also play a video about what happened in the 70s. Great experience. I can tell you all that this is one of the most memorable experiences in my life, especially if you read and search for info about the Khmer Rouge and massacre in Cambodia earlier. I'm totally sure you will enjoy the trip and understand how it was brutal for what happened in this country and it wasn't so long, just only 40 to 50 years ago. Absolutely worth paying for this trip. I recommend you when having a trip in Phnom Penh.